Hello and welcome. Let's have a moment to set up. And get the tweets out. Live stream review of my pet Hooligan, which is what we're reviewing today. Right. Send that out. And let's go on the website. So welcome back. If you were here half an hour ago for the, or like 45 minutes ago for the charts live stream, or welcome if you're just joining us. So as usual today I'll be reviewing a project, and as usual I'm gonna mention this a very important disclaimer that this is a cold review. It's not a fair review. It's like if I wanted to do a fair review I would have to talk to the founders, like investigate much more in 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I can't do that kind of in-depth review. But what I can do is walk you through how I'm thinking about the project as I go into it from a perspective of, you know, considering investing in it, from my perspective as a somebody who's got a lot of experience in the startup world, how I evaluate whether there's going to be a good return if I invest in this, and you know, it's not a fair review, and I don't think it is possible to do a fair review anyway. But the point of these is not whether I like the project or not. It's whether it's just to get an insight into how I'm going about it, thinking about it, to see whether you can learn how to not even learn how I approach project, but learn more tricks to help you evaluate projects better from seeing how I do it, whether it's by seeing how I do it right or seeing how I do it wrong. It's not about us getting to agreement. It's about just seeing how somebody else's brain works as they approach a project. Cool. So first impressions, an NFT collection with a wide range of utilities and traits on the Ethereum blockchain. I mean, that doesn't tell me much. Like, I kind of, like, you know, you could just have the word NFT and everybody would know, okay, it's an NFT collection. And those who don't know that it's an NFT collection aren't going to, you know, be convinced by this. I would change this. There's an orange paper. Let's open it in the background, and we might, oops, it doesn't open in the background, it opens in the foreground. Okay, well, we'll look at it later then. Yeah, I mean, okay, there's some 3D graphics and stuff, but I don't really know what to make of it looking at this. Okay, there's 8,000 of them. Interactive NFT experience from AMGI. For years, they were forced to farm carrots when bound to cages. Okay, there's a bit of lore. There's a trailer. What's the trailer? There's some animation there. I don't know if you can hear this. You probably cannot. So it's probably, like, which is probably why there's just some loud music and stuff. Okay, that looks like some kind of game. Is it some kind of game? Like, because he was changing weapons there. Usually that's something you do in a game. It is a site trailer. Okay. So that was the trailer there. Interesting. Factions. Okay, this is a bit more lore. Still don't really know what I'm looking at. I know there's a token called carrots. I know there's some graphics. There seems to be maybe some kind of game, but I don't know. There's like more about the tokens themselves, which right now what I'd like to know is what the hell am I looking at? Like why do I want to buy this? Welcome to our metaverse. Oh, a desktop PvP game built in Unreal Engine 5 that takes place in our proprietary metaverse, the Rabbit Hole. A play-to-earn game, so PvP play-to-earn game with a metaverse component. That's quite ambitious, and like hopefully, okay, we are like, okay, that's good that we are seeing here a demo. Like, you know, a lot of those P2E games that, like, you know, from Cool Cats to others that I've rightly, I think, criticized that they just don't have like the most important thing for a game to get people engaged is to have a demo. I think some kind of demo should be right up at the top instead of here. And I know maybe it's not yet released, but this is how you get people engaged. Like, show them a demo that looks like fun. Now, shoot 'em ups, like 3D shoot 'em ups, are not, you know, the most original game at this point. There's been lots and lots of them, but it can still look like loads of fun. So if they can make a video like this that looks like fun, which this looks reasonably fun. Does it look like I would pay thousands of dollars for it fun? Probably not, to me anyway. But it looks like I would pay like $10, $20 for it if I felt like playing a shoot 'em up, maybe. Yeah, I mean, the lore then makes sense, but you kind of want to... Like, there's a lot of... If we go to Steam, you know, there's a lot of shoot 'em ups. And PvP shoot 'em ups from Fortnite and stuff like that. So this is kind of like a Fortnite but themed with rabbits, I guess. The Hooligan. So still trying to make my way through this and like construct a model of what it is that I'm looking at. How does this fit into the game? Real-time animation application designed for My Pet Hooligan holders. Enables users to animate or control their NFT character through real-time motion capture of facial expressions and create user-generated content. I mean, this sounds interesting. It'd be nice to have a video demoing this, because I'm not going to download the app, especially since I don't actually have a My Pet Hooligan. But it sounds nice. I don't know if it's like the greatest amount of utility, but yeah, maybe. Okay. Roadmap. Hooligan, V1, Carrot utility token, Carrot juice, the others mint, in-game marketplace. What are carrots? Powered by the carrot token. See the orange paper. What will the gameplay be like? Think GTA meets Zootopia. Please see our Discord and Twitter for sneak peeks. So maybe I'll have to have a look at that. Yeah, we'll probably have to have a look at the Discord. AMGI team, are they doxed? Well, they have real names, so that's a start. It'd be helpful to have links to show that, you know, that these are just not made up names. But because we're not doing in-depth research here, let's take it on trust. But if I was really wanting to invest any kind of substantial amount of money, I'd want to, like, you know, double check that these are actually real people, you know, because there's no photos, there's no LinkedIn links, there's no Twitter profiles even. So somebody who's got a Twitter profile that's been active since 2010 would be more convincing there than just link-free pictures of bunnies. Oh, please see the orange paper for team buyers. So maybe that information is there. Well, let's have a look at that orange paper. Oops. That's meant to be in... Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Actually, let's just try this again. There you go. So, the plan to launch the Rabbit Hole, an immersive experience that brings together Web3 technology, gaming, and proprietary tools. Okay. And there's a Web3 thesis. Let's just have a look at the team. Hold on. Talented and devoted. It's always good when the team writes about themselves, that they're talented and devoted. Okay, so there's a bit of background on them. Still could use some links, but probably it's possible to check that this was actually a chief animating officer at Pixar. And if so, that's pretty cool. A chief animator. That's pretty cool. Like, it's good to see some people who have like some proper experience, and not just worked on, like, you know, there's a lot of projects where like people say, oh, like, you know, this project is created by somebody who worked with Marvel and this and that and whatever. And the thing is, you know, Pixar uses hundreds of animators. The fact that somebody worked for Pixar or for Marvel doesn't really, like, you know, necessarily mean that much by itself. Especially in, like, films bring together loads and loads of contractors. But chief animator, I guess, is a slightly more serious title, and he's worked on a number, like, he's been working there for a while at Pixar, and sounds like he has, like, I'd love to see more of his experience, but he sounds like a serious person who probably, like, you know, has good experience here and wouldn't be just, you know, doing a cash grab project. So it sounds like they're really genuinely trying to develop a game. again, I would dig a little bit more into the profiles of especially the leading people, but this is not bad. Well, I'm not going to watch the YouTube. I'm glad to see these votes of confidence in Colin. I'm not going to watch the YouTube while on a YouTube live stream, but that would be something to do if you're researching the project for sure. Partnered. Existing association with Epic Games, Unreal, and Coldplay, and Netflix. Cool. I mean, it sounds like they have a good support for making this project work. Let's look at this. So this orange paper seems to be a place where we're going to get a lot of information. Flagship NFT project by AMGI Studios. Series of cutting-edge animation approaches and technologies. It'd be nice to see to have a link there of what these are, because it's easy to call stuff cutting edge. But you know, if it was like, well, you know, we developed the hair technology in Monsters Inc. or something, like, you know, that would be a pretty huge credential. Targeted workflows. Core brand. So be the creative bridge between Hollywood and Web3. If that's the goal, I wonder why this game is the way to do it. Like, that's the first thing that they list there. Like, I'd love to know why this game exists. I mean, maybe this says here. I mean, first of all, like, let's take a step back and say that it's clear at least now. I mean, it could be clear. It should be clear at the top here. Like, this is a useless text. It should say we're building an awesome game. I should have a video of the game, and that's how you're gonna get people and, you know, like, sign up to get an early to get into the beta or something like that. And yes, maybe the My Pet Hooligans NFTs are helping people to earn money more easily in the game, but presumably it's not going to be just you have to buy a My Pet Hooligan in order to play the game at all, because otherwise it's going to have a very limited user base, and games need to have lots of users. And at 0.87 ETH, even at the current price of ETH, I know a lot of gamers, and I don't know a single gamer who would pay $1,800 for a game. So presumably it's going to be open also to people who aren't in this who don't have an NFT. So there's going to be some kind of model by which the My Pet Hooligans get revenue, and like, it would be interesting to know what that model is, which I guess it says in the in here somewhere. So ecosystem tokens. I mean, you know, my thesis on play to earn is, like, I think it's very difficult to build a game that's at the same time fun and has the play to earn mechanics. But eventually somebody's going to do it, and this team seems to have serious credentials and a decent chance. Like, yeah, and I'd want to also check, like, the game creation credentials there, because Pixar is not a gaming company per se, but like, yeah, I'm not sure how much gaming experience they have. Like, the experience seems to be more geared towards that other part of the vision of, like, you know, bridging Hollywood and Web3. And okay, Kevin is the game goat, Kevin Mack. Okay, so okay, they have a good team, like, very well experienced, that might have a chance of pulling this off. You know, like, I'm bearish on the general category of play to earn games, but I also accept the fact that at some point somebody's going to figure it out. It's just, you know, maybe it was going to take 1,000 tries, and I don't want to invest in the first 999. Like, you know, I'd rather wait for somebody to figure out, and then when they figured it out, maybe invest in the next one, in the next few ones, when somebody has actually figured out how to build a play to earn game that's actually fun. Because Axie isn't it. And good news, this isn't anything like Axie, like, thank God. It's a shoot 'em up, which, you know, those are fun games. I've loved many shooting games, and I've not played Fortnite, but I played, like, Team Fortress Classic. I played Counter-Strike, of course. I played there was another, Day of Defeat was really excellent, the Counter-Strike mod. Quake, Doom, that sort of stuff. Like, it's fun to shoot people in games. Okay, so use cases, access exclusive experiences, collect items and perks. So, I mean, okay, I'm seeing the point that they're building a game. I'm seeing the point that you can buy, like, selling these NFTs has provided funding to build the games. I'm wondering, at the moment, my question would be like, how does the value accrue to the gaming token, to the pet hooligans, if the game becomes successful? Let's say this game, let's take the success scenario where this game becomes, I mean, I hesitate to say as big as Fortnite, but like, like a really successful game that has, millions of users. How do these pet hooligans receive the value from that? That's something I would like to have answered. Because obviously these millions of users aren't all going to have My Pet Hooligans. By definition, it's impossible because there's only 9,000 of them. How do these pet hooligans become more valuable because the game is successful? Is it just a collector item? It's like, oh yeah, I have an early collector item from I'm cutting out. Shouldn't be cutting out. The volume is steady here. Can you hear me properly now? Is it better? Like, it's annoying. I can't know what the experience is for other people listening to me. Is anybody else getting cutting out? Okay, it's fine again. MPH holders accrue carrot tokens via staking. Yeah, I mean, that's nice, but like, okay, so like, what? I guess the carrots will become valuable if the game is in heavy use and people are using the carrots inside the game to buy benefits and stuff. So you're going to get more carrots by having a My Pet Hooligan, I guess. Maybe that's the value sharing model. That'd be nice to explain up front, basically. That, okay, like, everybody who plays the game is going to get PTV rewards, but owners of this thing will be able to get carrot tokens for free, whilst others will have to play for them or pay for them. Because obviously, like, free to play also involves usually paying for stuff. So I'm getting clearly there's lots of people from My Pet Hooligan who have joined the review. Hello, everybody. F2P will need to buy and use carrots to play and in marketplace. I mean, like, presumably they'll be able to play for free, and then they'll need to buy, like, the free to play model. Like, yeah, they'll need to buy some carrots to buy stuff in the marketplace. I guess that's the system. But then they'll also earn carrots by playing, I suppose. It's just, I guess the My Pet Hooligans will get more carrots or will earn carrots via staking passively. Carrot can be used to buy and gain cosmetics and wearables and many other... Yeah, so it's basically... So the model that we're looking at here is basically Fortnite, but with more sharing of the revenues, effectively, like of the yeah, it's Fortnite with more sharing of the revenues, I think, is the way I understand this model, which makes sense to me from a value perspective. Like, once again, I'm bearish on P2E in general, but that, like, it could be that this is the one that succeeds at building a game that is fun and has the P2E formula in it. They certainly have the credentials, like the experience and stuff, to be able to deliver a game that might be successful. This is the one. Well, maybe it is. There's like, I know that the industry is going to keep trying until it figures it out. And I think my view is that it's more likely to be figured out by a team like this team than by, Pixelmon and, like, trying to spend $70 million on hiring some contractors to figure it out for them. So, like, I would 100 times rather own one of these than a Pixelmon. And I imagine they're actually probably similar prices at this point. How much is Pixelmon these days? The flagship of how bad P2E gaming can get is Pixelmon. So these are twice the price of Pixelmon, for good reason, because Pixelmon has no credentials whatsoever and has just got a pile of money with a lot of expectations. Well, these guys, there's cool demo. Like, it would be cool if there was more videos of the gameplay, which maybe there are among. Oh yeah, we said let's look at the Discord. So let's have a look at the Discord. Oh, invite invalid. Maybe there's another link to the Discord somewhere. Invite invalids. Roadmap part 2. Where's the roadmap part 2? Okay, so people are telling me to check the YouTube. So it sounds like there's a lot of content. It could be better presented on the website to have the most compelling content up front. This is not the best use of the site. Discord is lacking currently due to the recent hack from E6. Okay, fine. So we'll leave the Discord alone. But there was... Where was the video? It was here. Let's open it here, and maybe we can look at the rest of the videos. Videos. This is all my pet hooligan state of the market and the game. There's probably going to be a chat unless there's some... Are there demos inside these? No, it's just people talking, right? With some kind of demo happening in the background. But yeah, like, you know, these are doxed. They're visible. They're humans with heads and arms and stuff. No, this is... Okay. Cool. So, like, you know, in the traditional gaming thing, like, there's I mean, I don't know, I haven't built a game, but I understand it. There's probably a phase where you start to, like, build up the hype by, you know, doing the marketing and, like, showing demos and stuff. Depending on what kind of studio you are, obviously, ID Games might do that very early, ID Software, or Epic Games or something like that. Well, or they might do it very late if it's a secret project or whatever. For an NFT game, I think because it's all, like, so public and there's already so many people who are bought into it, the more you make those public, the better. And you might as well, if you're doing these and you're, like, you know, showing all this kind of cool stuff, you might as well put those videos up front to attract more people. Stealth mode right now. I mean, you're not in stealth mode if you've got, how many is it? 4,800 owners. That's not stealth mode anymore. Like, people know about you. You've raised money from the public. Effectively, one way that I look at NFTs is they are a funding mechanism. So, he's going to shoot her? No. Anyway, hit her with a carrot. Nice. That looks like fun. One way that I look at NFTs is as a funding mechanism, and effectively you're publicly funded already. Like, it's like you've IPO'd already in a way, and so yeah, like you should share stuff. You're already public. You're not stealth if you've raised NFTs. This looks kind of fun. Like, I could see myself playing that with some friends. Yeah, it looks cool. The graphics are cool. They're kind of cute. They have a kind of unique style. It's a bit dark, this map, but I guess this is just a map. Yeah, this is cool. Well, there should be more of this on the front page. Like, this seems like a better use of the front page than this, which doesn't really convey anything. Like, if you look at a gaming front page, let's not take Fortnite, because I know that one is, like, actually slightly unconventional because everybody knows about Fortnite already. But what's the shoot I'm up to look at? Doom 3. Like, I mean, first of all, if you go to the Steam page, the first thing you see is a video, but they must have a website as well. Did they even bother having a website? ID Software, Doom 3. Is Doom 3, or is it even, it's not even called Doom 3 anymore, it's called just Doom, right? God. Doom game. Well, yeah, okay, so it's in the rework, so I'm just making suggestions for how to rework it. Okay, there is no Doom website, apparently. Never mind. But... like, if you go on a good gaming... Okay, let's try Civilization. Does that have a website? Yes, it does. And presumably there's going to be some animation fairly upfront. Okay, maybe not. Well, there's a trailer right away here. And it gives you a trailer that involves, like, that shows you... And this is for a game that's really well known. I mean, it's the first game that I paid for back in... It was probably like... 89 or 90 or something like that. Like, yeah, I mean, I remember the early graphics. Anyway, I was trying to show the early graphics. Yeah, I remember these graphics. I played, this is Civ 2, and I played Civ 1. Anyway, the point is there's a video up front, like, and there should be a video up front here as well. Here you have to scroll a bit to find the video, and it's not like, you know, okay, it says view trailer here, but that should be the upfront thing, and like, you know, telling you why this is fun. And it's also so that you know that you're looking at a game. Like, this is the first game that's going to crack the P2E economics, the P2E thing, and make an actual fun game. Like, that could be a good strapline, like an actually fun P2E game. Like, it's a bit of a dig at the rest of the P2E games, but actually fun, and then have a video and like animation, like one of those background videos that shows like somebody actually having fun playing this game. That sounds pretty cool. So yeah, I guess I get the value of this. It's basically Fortnite with a different theme with P2E built in, so therefore much more likely to actually share the value to people. This seems like, and in terms of an investment perspective, Node 187 is a bit above my price point, so I'm not going to invest in this. But if I caught this at 0.2, yeah, I might buy 5 just in case. If I look at it now, if I really did believe that it is going to be the one that cracks P2E, yeah, that seems like it could be worth that much or more. As in, it seems like it could be worth more eventually. So this is still a potential, as in a price based on the potential value in the future, rather than a price that's already priced in the potential value in the future. So if you compare that to, say, like I would say that, for example, Moonbirds at the moment has already priced in most of the potential value that Kevin Rose and his team is going to deliver. So it's not a great investment from an investment perspective. If you like investing in small startups, like in startups that are going to grow, this, if My Pet Hooligan does develop a really successful gaming franchise like Fortnite, this could be much higher. I mean, they have the ability to share much more passive earnings with it, or to add more special privilege. Like, people pay a lot of money for the skins in Fortnite. I don't know how much the most expensive skin is in Fortnite, but like having access to all the skins, for example, which maybe the initial 9,000 holders would have access to all the skins, is a really like valuable thing that people would pay for. Yeah, there's also ways to share the value, basically. Like, I'm not worried if they get to that level of success. I'm not too worried about it, and it sounds like they have a team that could be theoretically capable of doing this. There's a bit of work to be done on the website, but you know, it's a lot better than many other websites that I've reviewed. MGI is an Epic Games Mega Grant Award recipient, so they've also connected to Epic Games. That's pretty cool. And see the trailer up to the top. Yeah, so this is cool. Like, my review is, oh, there's roadmap stuff. Hold on, I forgot to review the roadmap. Like, I forgot the most important part. Okay, Hooligan. I'm curious why. I don't know why they built this Hooligan thing, but I guess it was a thing on the roadmap to help people get excited before they had a game out. Which is part of, you know, being an NFT project. You have to keep releasing stuff regularly so that people stay interested. Mobile app, Carrot token launch, alpha release May. So alpha is coming out soon, or has already come out. That's brilliant. Like, release an alpha as early as possible. Yeah, I mean, I get what Hooligan does. Thank you, Electrify. But the question is, why does it exist? And that's not entirely clear to me. But I guess if it was at the beginning of the roadmap, it was something to do, something to release early on to keep people excited while they were building the alpha, which, you know, is an important thing to do. You got to keep people excited in these things. You can't just one of the worst things that you can do, I think, as a project in the NFT space is work hard behind the scenes. As I said, I consider these to be effectively public companies already. So you have to work hard on the scene, not behind the scenes. Adam, it's not about whether other NFTs can talk. It's just that's not hard value worth paying thousands of dollars. But it's something exciting they could do probably reasonably easily because of the tech they were building early on to keep people excited. I think that's probably the reason why it's there. Exclusive launch partner Mint, M20 Carrot Juice, MK20. So some kind of mutants type thing. That's cool because that encourages people to actually participate. So that could be like, you know, people who are actually helping test the alpha and like improve it and stuff get rewarded with having mutant pet hooligans. Okay, so they'll release more characters, the others, which, yeah, I guess, like, you know, game needs further funding. So long as they like the alpha is actually fun to play, it's not a bad call to maybe invest in those later bits. It might well work out quite well. An alpha has been released to mods and gaming group and very soon to 888. So yeah, I mean, it sounds like a really good model for developing a game and using NFTs to fund and develop the game. I'm positively impressed. Although, as per the disclaimer at the beginning, and most of the people who are live right now weren't there at the beginning, the point of this review is not so much to find out whether I like it or not, is to look at how I'm analyzing it and learn how to analyze other projects in this way. Not necessarily to analyze it the same way as me, but to like inform your own analysis by seeing how somebody else thinks about projects when they approach them. But my conclusion is, yeah, this seems pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, feature film and stuff like that. I mean, I guess that's part of their objective ultimately. They want to bridge Hollywood and Web3, and Hollywood is not gaming. Hollywood is movies. So, if they make a successful game, yeah, why not? And you know, here's fingers crossed that at some point they release something as good as Arcane, featuring hooligan bunnies. I'd be very happy to watch that. Cool. So I don't know if people have some questions. There's a lot of people on the stream. Thank you very much for joining. Cool to see the My Pet Hooligan crew turn up in force. I hope this was an interesting review for you. I'm still able to take questions, as I said. Yeah, like the conclusion is this is like what I would hope to see. Like this is most of what I would hope to see in a game that's using NFTs to fund itself. So, well done. Nice. Could be a really cool project. And the game looks like it could be a lot of fun. If we have a bit more. And it's quite nicely done. What do you think of the Twitter as a newcomer? Okay, let's have a look at the Twitter. My Pet Hooligan. So arrive here. Well, it should, like, what doesn't it say a game? Like it should say the word game somewhere in here. That's what I think, first of all. The pinned tweet has a video that shows bits of a game, so that's good. So you get a sense right away from the pinned tweet that there's a game being developed. Not sure why this is being retweeted by My Pet Hooligan. Spaces and stuff. It's like, I mean, if I was approaching this project, I might look at the pinned tweets, but mostly I would just then go to the website. I mean, but that's just me. Like different people approach things differently. So I would look at this. I'd be like, if this was interesting enough, or if I had some reason to be interested by this, which maybe I would because I scroll down here and I see, okay, there's a video here. It looks like a game. Maybe like I'm interested in investing in games. Let's have a look. The next thing I do is I click on the website. And then I find here that there's like not that much more information until I scroll down and find that trailer. So to me, it's more the website. But different people have different ways to review things. I think to me, the Twitter is more a place to like get new information and stuff. It's cool. I mean, yeah, it's like it's okay, but it's a bit chaotic. Like I don't usually get good information from a Twitter feed. It does show that the project is active, which is good. Like you don't want a project to like, you know, not have any updates for ages. And this is a project that is active. AMGI Studios. So they actually have Coldplay involved. So I thought Coldplay was maybe a name of a company or something, but no, it's actually the band Coldplay. That's really cool. Nice. What do I think about giving the FBX files to the users who own the Hooligans to play around with it? I assume by that you mean 3D files. I mean, I think that's... I mean, if you're going to do, like, if you know, so one of the powers of NFT projects, I think, is to have, like, to really engage a community to co-create the game with you, to co-create the experience with you. And I think a mistake that a lot of projects do is they try to sort of create, like, they feel more of a kind of division between the team and the project. And my view, and this is just my personal view, is that if you do that, I mean, you can do that, but you're kind of missing out on the fact that if you really engage with that community and get them involved and draw them into the process, first of all, they'll have really cool ideas that you might not have had. Secondly, they'll tell you, if you've made it safe enough for them to give you negative feedback, they'll tell you when your ideas suck and save you from making really stupid mistakes, which everybody makes stupid mistakes no matter how smart they are. And thirdly, they become your like an even more powerful marketing machine for your endeavor, which in this case is a game. And games, like, in order to get big, they need to have lots of people care about them. So, like, really engaging that community and getting them to market your game for you is, like, seems like a no-brainer to me, and that's just my perspective. What do you think about the Coinbase NFT Twitter banner? I mean, Coinbase NFT hasn't really made much waves so far, so I'm not sure. New banner on the loose. There was a point where anytime Coinbase said we're partnering with this project, or they announced some launch partners, that project pumped. I didn't understand why the hell that project pumped, because surely Coinbase is going to launch every project they can on there. But yeah. So I'm not particularly moved by Coinbase banner. It's nice that Coinbase likes this project, but presumably they like every project, as long as it is listed on Coinbase. Like, that's the business objective of Coinbase, is to have everybody listed on there. Surely. The Rich Dad podcast with Colin Brady would give you more of his vision around co-creation after you finish today. Yeah, I mean, if you're researching this project, definitely look at the live chat. There's lots of pointers to resources that can help you research this project more. And yeah, probably watching these state of the what are they called? State of the market and game updates videos is probably a really great way to get kill them with carrots. Nice. And the animations are really cool. I like it. It looks like fun. It looks like a proper, AAA type game, still needs some work, but it looks like it's going to get there. Which is cool. It looks like fun. Like chasing people around, this kind of thing, shooting them with the sniper rifle. Yeah, that was like, if you like this kind of game, it's definitely fun. Cool. Any more questions? Yeah, I mean, so Andrew says, I haven't seen that amount of transparency in any NFT project so far, which is a shame. There should be that amount of transparency. I might complain that this website isn't like as good as I'd like it to be, but if I compare it to Cool Cats, which I reviewed some time ago, here there's a game apparently. How the fuck would I know? Like, it doesn't even say that there's a game there. Like, it just starts talking about quests and stuff. Like, why? Like, is there a game or something? I don't know. Like, and there's no video, nothing, no footage, and like comparing this to Cool Cats, which is an allegedly very high reputable project and stuff, to My Pet Hooligans, make My Pet Hooligans look a lot nicer, a lot more convincing. And the fact that they have all these like 1 hour states, 1 hour videos where they talk about the project and stuff. That's really cool. It sounds like a really, really great way to develop to me, this is part of the promise of NFTs as a fundraising mechanism. It's like, Kickstarter on steroids. And this project seems to be using the Kickstarter on steroids model really well. So I'm really positively impressed. Thank you for submitting this project for review, whoever did that. I tried to join the Discord, but the link was not working, and it was apparently something to do with, but hold on, there was a link also on the Twitter. Maybe the Twitter link works. There were some sneak peeks there, right? Okay, that one works. It's my pet Hooligan, and let's drag it here. So where are the sneak peeks or game update? Cool. I mean, this is really excellent. I think it's a good way to use this model. Has anybody ever read those rules? I read it at the beginning when I first was joining Discords. Where's the sneak peeks? Ah. Give me sneak peeks. Come on. There. Okay, this is stuff that's on the Twitter. I hate how this doesn't... Anyway. Cool. It's cool art. I like those shots. Yeah, excellent. So I think I'm like I can keep ranting or starting chatting on the Discord, but it's I feel like this review is fairly wrapped up. Like if I don't think you need a summary at this point, but just in case, yes, this feels to me like the right way to use the NFT model to fund a game. With the right team, the right level of transparency, like the kind of stuff that I'd expect. I've been commenting on so many projects that don't do this right, and it feels like a team that's doing it right. So, impressed. Well done. Cool. Well, thank you very much for listening and for dialing in, and for all these listeners from the team, like from the project. It also shows that the project is switched on and following things. And I guess I'm going to call it a day at this point, 40 minutes in. Thanks for your attention, and like good luck with this awesome looking game. Like I hope it is the first game that cracks the P2E thing and shows others how it's done. It seems to be like I don't see anything that tells me that this is not the way to do it. So it seems to be doing pretty well at that. So carry on. Cool. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for your attention, and hope to see you tomorrow or for another review. As a reminder, there is a link to my Discord in the video, and you can there vote for other projects to be reviewed. Today, My Pet Hooligan was the one that had 6 votes. If there's other projects you want to have reviewed, just go in there and vote for them, and I'll treat them in the same way, which is like, you know, as kindly as I can, and also at the same time being honest about what my impressions are. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. See you again sometime maybe. Take care. Bye.